Hey, it's Derek Hagan. I am a financial therapist specializing in meaning and purpose, here with another Money Health presentation where we're going to talk about the endless pursuit of more. So I want you to imagine for a second an author named Joseph Heller. He wrote a book called Catch-22, very famous and popular novel. He's at a party with a friend hosted by a billionaire at this billionaire's mansion. All of a sudden, the billionaire shows up and starts walking down his staircase, and Joseph's friend nudges him, laughing a little bit, kind of teasing him, said, "What does it feel like to know that this guy just yesterday made more money than you'll ever make, that your book has ever made in its history and will ever make?" Without batting an eye, Joseph says, "That's fine. I literally don't care. In fact, I kind of pity this guy. I have something that he'll never have." His friend's taken aback and says, "What could you possibly have that a billionaire doesn't have?" And Joseph says, "I've got the knowledge that I have enough." Right? So we can put in more effort and we can always get more. But if we do that, we're going to be on an endless pursuit of more. So what we want to do is define how much is enough. Once we define how much is enough, then we can spend the rest of our effort doing things that will actually bring us a life that we'll be happy to look back on. In other words, we don't want to be this person, just constantly going, never ever getting to where we want to be. Ever. And so part of the reason that is so common to be this person here is something called hedonic adaptation. And that just simply means we get used to things. For example, let's say you're standing outside your inner circle and you want to be part of this inner circle. And this could be whatever you want. This could be achieving some kind of a goal. This could be belonging to some kind of group or some club, or being a member of a millionaire club, or being a member of whatever. You finally get there. You finally get into your inner circle. But then something funny happens. You get used to being in that circle. And so you define a new inner circle that you want to get into. And so in other words, over here, you are already a member of somebody's inner circle. So then you get to your new one, and then you define a new inner circle, and then you get there, and then you define a new inner circle. And that's like that all the way down. Now, we tend to compare ourselves to other people. So we tend to be over here focused on, okay, here's what I have. What do other people have? And I'm focused up, only up. Right, so this is kind of called relative deprivation, which says that I don't care that I make more or have more than this person. I just care that I don't have as much as that person. And so we're just constantly focusing up. But without zooming out, if we could take a look back at how far we've come, relative deprivation is the opposite of gratitude. So instead of focusing on keeping on climbing this mountain, we can be happy with how far we've actually come. Now, because if we're on this never-ending pursuit of more, we probably believe that money is a goal. If you have some belief that as soon as I become a millionaire, then I'll be happy. As soon as I get $3 million, then I'll retire. As soon as my portfolio gives me $40,000 or $60,000 a year, then I'll be happy and I can retire. If I can become financially independent by age 40, that would be the best thing for me. Wrong. Money is not a goal. Money is worthless in and of itself. If you're defining a magic number of savings or income, or want to be financially independent only as your goal, you're doing something wrong. Money is not a goal. Money is a tool that you can use to live the life that you'd be happy to look back on. Nobody sits on their deathbed wishing that they could have spent more time with their money. So you get to define what your money's for. You get to define how much is enough. You get to define what your why is. You get to go out on a quest and find your why. What are your most important values? What are your most important aspirations? What kind of person do you want to be? What's your money for? You don't need any more money in the strictest sense of the word need. You could sell everything that you have, and you could move to a different country with a low standard of living, and you could survive there. But you don't do that. Why? What's your money for? And when you do this, you get to define how much is enough. You get to define what money needs to do for you, and you can get off the treadmill. You can get out of the rat race. You get one life. Live intentionally.